I'm Tracy Baxter, and this is Record Newswatch. One driver is dead and a second one was injured, the result of a two-car head-on collision late Monday night in the town of Chester. It happened at the intersection of Lakes Road and Camp Monroe Road. As Newswatch went to air, police had not yet identified the victims involved. Police were continuing their investigation to determine the cause of the crash. Keep clicking back here at Record Online for an update on this story. At Orange County Board of Elections in Goshen, the counting of absentee and affidavit ballots began this morning as two area state assembly races hang in the balance. At one table, votes were being counted in the 96th district race between Republican incumbent Nancy Calhoun and Democrat Roxanne Donnery. Calhoun was holding a 370 vote edge over Donnery with about 1,200 absentee ballots to be counted. Calhoun supporters believe that's an insurmountable lead, but Donnery had yet to concede. At the other table, Republican Thomas Kerwin held an unofficial 110-vote lead over Democrat incumbent Frank Skartatos in the 100th Assembly District with about 500 ballots to be counted in Orange County. But that race won't be decided until at least Friday, when the Dutchess County Board of Elections counts its absentee and affidavit ballots. Stay with Record Online for the very latest. Meantime, three state Senate races in Westchester, Long Island, and Buffalo are too close to call and could determine which party will control the Senate. A couple of the candidates in those tight races have asked that all the ballots be recounted by hand. Sentencing has been set for December 13th in Orange County Court for Brian Lee, the man who was arrested following a local bank robbery last June. Lee pleaded guilty Monday to robbing the HSBC bank branch on Route 211 in the town of Wallkill. Lee was arrested just hours after he made off with about $1,000. Police say he passed the teller a note and then used his hand to simulate a gun. Lee's also in big trouble in his home state of Virginia, where he's wanted for a bank robbery a week prior to the town of Wallkill heist. JetBlue is making a renewed commitment to Stewart Airport. The airline will be adding a second daily flight from Stewart to Orlando, Florida beginning next June. Port Authority Aviation Director Susan Baer delivered that news to members of the Orange County Chamber of Commerce this morning. JetBlue began its Stewart service in 2006 with 2 daily Orlando flights, but cut back to 1 2 years later due to skyrocketing fuel prices. Last week, Delta Airlines announced that it was restoring a second daily Stewart to Atlanta flight beginning in February. The state's ongoing financial crisis will be felt at one of the region's ski areas. The superintendent at the Belleayre Mountain Ski Center has told employees that the state DEC has directed him to make, quote, substantial cuts to Belleayre's workforce. Superintendent Tony Lanza says the state agency will let him know soon just how many positions will be eliminated. Governor Patterson recently announced plans to lay off about 2,000 state workers by the end of the year as part of the plan to try to close a state budget deficit that the state comptroller's office says has grown to nearly $1 billion. And it's a good day for the folks at the Bethel Woods Center for the Arts. The entertainment facility, which has finished up its 5th season, has been nominated by industry peers in the category of Best Major Outdoor Concert Venue in 2010's Pollster Concert Industry Awards. More than 136,000 people attended pavilion events at Bethel Woods this year. It will clear off tomorrow as the rainy weather finally moves out of the region. The high temperatures Wednesday will reach the upper 50s. Thursday will be mostly sunny with a slight chance of a passing shower. It'll be a bit cooler with the highs in the low 50s. Stay with Record Online for all the breaking news and get a complete wrap-up of all the day's news in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.